We've been hearing all about the prophets and the breaking news that they had from God to the people around them. Today, we're learning about the prophet Zephaniah. He was a Hebrew who lived in a place called Judah. At that time, the people were paying more attention to or worshipping idols and not God. The king at the time, King Josiah, tried very hard to get the people to stop worshipping idols and turn to God. If anyone doesn't know, an idol is anything that we treat as more important than God. Let's turn to our favourite reporter, who is now on the air with Zephaniah, who has some breaking news from God. Hi there, I'm Mindy and I'm back with more breaking news. This time I'm here with Zephaniah, who's eager to share his breaking news to us from God. So, what has God told you to share with us, Zephaniah?
Hello, Mindy. Thanks for having me. God has sent me to tell everyone this. Everyone, get ready. The day of the Lord approaches.
The day of the Lord? Isn't that every Sunday? What's so different about this day of the Lord?
It's very different. I'm talking about some difficult times that are up ahead for my people. And on this day, not so great things await people who just sit back and enjoy all the things they have without listening to God. People like this who've been selfish their whole lives will soon learn what it's like to have to work for others. They have been given many chances to obey God, but in those final days when God comes, they will all be out of chances and their money won't be able to save them.
That sounds terrible, but God is so good. Isn't there any good news?
Affirmative. The day of the Lord is not here yet, so guess what? We have time. We don't have to worry about any of these awful things happening to us when we have a relationship with God. God is just waiting to welcome us with love, and get this, God will actually rejoice over us with singing. God sings.
That's one concert I don't want to miss. Thank you, Zephaniah, for that message from God. I'm sure all our viewers know what to do now to get ready for the day of the Lord. Until next time, this is Mindy signing off.
Oh, hey there, little chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl. Sorry I'm late. My raccoon got out this morning. I'll start in a second. I just need to check the local news. I only check it once a year, and today's the day. So let's see what's been happening for the past 365 days. What? No. No! No! Oh man, oh man, oh man. This isn't good. There's so much bad stuff happening all over the world. It just makes me sad. No, I'm not gonna let this make me sad. I'm not. No! What's the use? Oh, man. Oh! Okay, Carl. Pull yourself together. How do we fight sadness? Let's look it up. Chocolate? Can't do that. Roller coasters? Afraid of heights. Holding puppies? I'm allergic to cuteness. Happiness! The cure to sadness is happiness. So how do I become happy? Well, if sad news makes me sad, then happy news should make me happy. Boom! Let's search for the happiest stories in news history. Alrighty, looks like this story comes from California, the Rocky Mountain State. Apparently there's a bear who is enormously fluffy, and he was very hungry. So hungry that he climbed into a big dumpster ate so much and he got stuck. Then some people called animal control and saved the bear. They were super nice and the bear got out safe. No one was hurt. That's a good story. Look how fluffy he is. I just want to hug him, but I can't because the bear would probably eat me. Story number 2. This story is about a man who finds a hurt hummingbird outside. Aw, don't cry, Carl. He apparently helped this bird and nursed it back to health. One day the bird became strong enough and the man released it back into the wild. Great, now they'll never see each other again. Wait a second, it says that the bird named Buzz comes back to his house once a year. He even lands back in his hands and loves being petted. Oh man, that's such a good story. I sure am feeling better now.
Hey, Carl.
Bear! Oh, hey. Hey, Cassie.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you.
Oh, sorry. How are you?
Not bad. I guess I was just kind of bummed out.
Really? Why?
Well, I looked at the news today.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that's not always the best idea.
You're telling me. Now I'm in a weird funk.
That's not good. Do you want to talk about the story this week?
Sure.
All right, let's take a look at Zephaniah.
Zeph a hoodoo, Waddy?
Zephaniah.
Zeph a papaya?
Zeph.
Zeph.
Naya.
Naya.
Zephaniah.
Zeph a pahapo.
Anyways, Zephaniah was a prophet and God spoke to him all the time.
That's so cool.
It sure is. Now at this time, the people of Judah weren't listening to God.
Well, that's not good. What were they doing?
They were not following God. Instead, they were actually making idols and worshiping them instead.
Oh no. Haven't they learned their lesson by now? Kids, don't make idols. Also, don't make mud pies and eat them, no matter how good they look.
Yeah. So God told Zephaniah a very special message. A message that told them that God was going to destroy the land. You see, the people were worshiping the sun, the stars, and other fake idols like an idol named Molech. They had forgotten about God and chosen not to follow the commandments that were given to them.
Man, so God was going to destroy the land and everyone in it?
Well, not completely. You see, there were still a few people who loved God with all their hearts and souls. And because of that, they would not be part of that punishment.
That's a relief. God does not mess around when it comes to idols. But that's because the people were shown so many times that God is the one true God who loved them even in the tough times.
You couldn't be more right, Carl. As long as we turn our eyes to God and love those around us, we know we're doing what's right.
So all I have to do is look in the direction of heaven?
It's kind of the first step. When things are tough, think of God, ask God for help, and read the Bible for extra strength. There are a ton of things you can do.
Phew! Glad I don't have to rely on these eyeballs to find God. I'm a little nearsighted, or farsighted. I can't remember which sided I am. But that felt like a lot of pressure.
Yep, when you spend time with God, it helps you trust. And when times get tough, that trust will help you get through it.
And we could trust God to give us the strength to endure those tough times.
Yeah, I love knowing that when times are tough, I can trust God.
Cassie? Wait just a second. You did it.
Did what?
You just said our big idea! Today's big idea is, when times are tough, I can trust God.
So let's say it out loud on the count of 3, okay? 1,
2, 3. When times are tough, I can trust God. Yes, I can. And so can Cass. So can you. Trust God. Yes. Well, I'm glad you stopped by today, Cassie. I just hate getting so emotional. No more crying for me. Until next year, news.
No way.
What?
Did you see this photo of a chimpanzee in a diaper holding a baby kitten?
Oh my, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute.
All right, kids, I'll see you next week.
That's adorable.
And cannon. There. Whee! I'm going to make a video. Make a video. G'day, I'm Colin, and welcome to my place. This is my house, and you're probably at your house too. Yeah. And so I want to sing a song about the Lord. Maybe you can join me and sing along. But I wanted to tell you something first. Singing and the Lord. I've noticed in the Bible that when people see the greatness of God, they sing. Have a listen to Psalm 95. Let me have a look. Sometimes you've got to turn the page to find the spot. All right, Psalm 95. Verse 1, come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Verse 3 says, for the Lord is the great, great God, the high King above all gods. God is the King of everything. And when we look around and we see scary things happening, we see sad things and bad things happening, and perhaps we're worried. Do you get worried? I do too. Well, we need to remember that the Lord is the King of everything. Now, the song I wanted to sing was one that I wrote for my daughter Laura quite a long time ago. She's a grown-up now, but when she was a 9-year-old girl, she saw things happen in the world and on the TV, and she was scared and she was sad. And so we went to Psalm 2 together. And in Psalm 2, we read that in a scary, sad, and bad world, God places his Son on the throne. Who's the Son of God? Jesus, yes. And at the end of the psalm it says, blessed are all who take refuge in him. Happy are all who find their safe place in Jesus. And you know how you do that? You do that by trusting him, by believing in him. So, I want to sing a song that I wrote for Laura, and it's a song that I've sung over and over again. I think it's my favorite song that I've written, and it's called The Lord is King. And if you know it, I'd love you to sing along with me. All right, here we go. Might have seen bad things happening on the TV news. You might be worrying about the world and wonder what'll happen to you. Well, put your trust in God alone, 'cause he's still sitting on his mighty throne. The Lord is King, he's gonna look after everything, everything. The Lord is King, he's gonna look after everything, every single thing in this world, 'cause this is his world. You might get sad and wonder why there's so much pain, and why we let the same mistakes happen over and over again. Sinful ways will always fail, but God and his ways will prevail, because the Lord is King. He's gonna look after everything, everything. The Lord is King. He's gonna look after everything, every single thing in this world, 'cause this is his world. Kings, be wise, you rulers, hear the Lord's decree. He sees, he knows, he'll judge in fearsome majesty. But blessed are all who find their place in the shelter of his grace, because the Lord is King. He's gonna look after everything, everything. The Lord is King. He's gonna look after everything, every single thing. Come on. The Lord is King. He's gonna look after everything, everything. The Lord is King, and he never stops looking after everything, every single thing in this world, 'cause this is his world. The world, yeah, this is his world.
We've been hearing all about the prophets and the breaking news that they had from God to the people around them. Today, we're learning about the prophet Zephaniah. He was a Hebrew who lived in a place called Judah. At that time, the people were paying more attention to or worshipping idols and not God. The king at the time, King Josiah, tried very hard to get the people to stop worshipping idols and turn to God.